Welcome to this OCR Cambridge Technicals Level 3 Information Technology video, and this is an introduction video to Unit 6 Application Design. Application design is basically app like you get on your phone or on a tablet or on a smart TV or on a watch. You're going to create an app or design an app for a particular scenario. Now in this video what I'm going to do is walk you through the model assignment, and secondly show you an example of what you could produce. So the exam board have produced this scenario or model assignment for learners, and the idea behind that is to focus you on what to produce the app on. Imagine you went to a restaurant and on the menu it was blank and said you can order whatever you want. You might find actually, that's pretty good. I could eat that. But imagine if you were the chef and you could expect anybody to order anything. That might get a bit confusing. You wouldn't know where to focus your skills, what ingredients to get in. So the idea with this scenario is similar. If you were told just to go and make an app, it might be quite difficult to decide what to make the app on. It might be quite tricky to decide which organisation to make it for. It could be quite difficult, and it may take up your time to decide what software to use as well in order to make this app. So this model assignment is really useful, and again it is a model assignment. You don't have to follow this, but it does give you a good kind of structure for the unit. So the model assignment sets out three parts. You're basically working for Progress Computing Solutions. You've got to design an app, and then they give you a client brief. So you may know already from previous units, or if you're new to this one, that P2 or P3 is usually the client's requirements. And in this model assignment, they actually give you the client requirements. And it's all set around an English language course for non-native English speakers. So this is students or people who don't speak English already, and they are learning English. And it gives you an overview of what the app should do. So it could be based on memory. This would ask some words, images, recordings of spoken words in written words as a first activity. Third activity could be better on speed and accuracy of the user in associating the spoken words with the correct image. So the idea here is you're going to create some kind of language app that's going to test a person's ability to be able to speak English. They even give you a bunch of words as well. So here's the English words, here's the Italian, here's the Polish. So you can create the app, display the Polish word, and then ask the learner or the student to enter in the English word. Now there's no specific software that you have to use for this. In other words, you can use any kind of app creation software. It's a bit like the website unit. If you've done that one, Unit 21, it's a prototype. It's not the finished perfect product. It's a prototype that you are creating for the client. So let's have a look at an example then from this model assignment that some students produced. So this application was written in Python. Again, you don't have to use coding language to create this, but the students wanted to learn a new language, and they also wanted to apply it. So this is written in Python, and it creates a GUI. I'm not too sure about the color, but this is obviously a prototype, and you'll find out later on that one of the criteria is to make improvements to the app. So things like the title here isn't particularly large. I don't like the particular color. Red and yellow doesn't work very well. So this kind of feeds in, I think it's to M2 later on in the course, where you show improvements and make improvements. So the correct code to write in is the username is C and the password is S. Just something simple there in order to demonstrate logging into the system. Now it says the details are incorrect. They might be, but no, they're not. It's got an error, which is fine because that can be sorted out later. Again, you've got to show improvements to this, so if there's an error, that can be then resolved. You then got some games. You've got word conversion with a spelling mistake, word translate, match the image. Let's start with match the image. So again, this is an app testing language skills. So we've got a picture here of some candles, and it says wax, candle, torch or light. Now remember that this is teaching you English. So obviously you might be looking at this if you speak English and thinking, well, that's really easy, it's a candle. But remember, this is for a student who doesn't speak English. So if we press candle, it says correcta. If we press wax, it tells us incorrect. Coffee, coffee, coffee or coffee. Incorrect, correct. Donkey, mule, camel, horse, and so on. So nice picture around there. That's one of the tasks that is suggested. Match the text to the image. Again, it's a prototype. It doesn't have to be absolutely amazing, although an exit or a score, an exit button would be quite good, or a score would be quite good to track how well you're doing. Then we've got word translation. And this one's got a timer, so it's seeing how long it takes you to convert the words. Now, agua is water, so if we type in water, enter, tells me it's correct. Gato, maybe cake. Try again. Cafe, tea. Try again, let's try coffee. So you'll notice, or you may have noticed, that these words, correct, these words are the same words that are in here. So they've basically taken them and then they started using them in the project. You don't have to do Italian or Polish, you could choose your own language. So, should we have a look at the last one? Close that, word conversion. So here we go, we've got what is agua? Water, sea, Coke or beer? Try again, it's not beer, water, correct. Very nice. Log out. Sorted. That's just a quick introduction then to the unit. Obviously each of the P1, P2 and so on videos, future videos, will go through in more detail what you have to do and what's required. It's important though to get an overview of what the unit consists of before you move on. So key things you probably want to think about is, one, what programming language or what software do you want to use to create the app? And number two, what do you want to build the app on? And number three, do you want to follow the model assignment? Thanks very much for watching. Any questions, leave them in the comments.